Well, today is definitely a first here on the channel. This should make the deacons at Woke United Methodist very happy. You guys know how much the deacons just love some first. For the first time in the 3.5-year history of this channel, KC is going to come to the defense of a WNBA franchise. Now, I will pause for a few seconds to let you come down from your shock and regather yourself. Normally, when we're talking about one of the WNBA dumps, the angle is overwhelmingly critical and negative. But today, we are going to defend the rights of the Las Vegas Aces to make decisions that they feel is best for the team. In professional sports, there is only one mission, one goal: win. You win at all cost. The only thing that matters is winning. But KC, the WNBA is not professional sports. Yeah, I know. I understand that. We don't consider pretend basketball to be on the same level as professional cornhole. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to assume teams in the WNBA go into every season with the singular goal of winning. Leagues like the WNBA, they have to consider an issue that will never be a problem in the NBA. The Pelicans, for example. The Pelicans, they had some hesitations before signing Zion Williamson to a max contract. I mean, the kid's missed more games than he's played in. When you're talking about giving someone $193 million over 5 years, you want to make sure he's available. He doesn't tear an Achilles, miss an entire season, or in the case of Brandon Ingram, he doesn't get an ingrown toenail and end up walking on crutches for the next 3 months. There is an old saying in the NBA, because the regular season, it's long, it's a marathon, 82 games. We often hear the saying in the NBA, the best ability is availability. Love him or hate him, one thing you gotta respect about LeBron James is the durability he's had throughout his career. When teams are paying you to play basketball, there is an expectation that you'll actually be available to play basketball. The Pelicans were worried about Zion's health, his durability. They were worried about his body holding up through an 82-game regular season. But one thing they did not have to worry about, one thing that never crossed their mind during the contract process, will Zion Williamson miss games because he gets pregnant? Now, I know there's a segment of the population that believes men can get pregnant, but I can tell you with 100% certainty, Zion Williamson will never miss a game because he's having a baby. Now, there were times over the last couple of years that he looked like he was pregnant, but I promise you, he wasn't. Even though the level of compensation is not the same in the WNBA, the expectation is still the same. When a franchise is paying you a 6-figure salary, they expect you to perform. Kind of hard to do that when you're carrying a child. This situation with Dearica Hamby, I hope I'm saying her name right, but this situation's rather ironic. Dump divers and franchises in the WNBA, they love their causes. Girl power, Black Lives Matter, female empowerment, recycle that trash, process the poo. In terms of public relations, the WNBA wants you to believe they will do anything to accommodate their players. But it's funny. Once those accommodations affect the bottom line, how quickly that sentiment changes. Back in June, Dearica Hamby signed a 2-year extension with the Las Vegas Aces. Now, I was not personally involved in these negotiations. I don't know what was said during the process, but I'm assuming the team gave her this extension with the understanding that she would not get pregnant. It's only a 2-year deal. Pregnancy takes 9 months, plus the time off after having the kid. You essentially lose a year of availability if you get pregnant. The Las Vegas Aces, they end up winning the title of the most efficient dump in America. They hold their championship parade back in October. Bearded beauties riding rainbow floats with Chris Cuomo cigars in their mouth, tossing the Oscar Mayers to the handful of people who decided to attend the parade. Now, after the event, there was an exciting announcement. Dearica Hamby told the dozens of people in the street that she was pregnant. I'm having a baby! This is proof to all the doubters that men can get pregnant too. Just kidding. Biologists have confirmed Dearica Hamby is 100% female. Now, her family, they were excited about the pregnancy. Her woke sisters that she calls teammates, they were happy for her too. But there was one group of people that was not thrilled about this news: management. The Las Vegas Aces immediately became skeptical. According to Dearica Hamby, they accused her of signing this contract extension knowing that she was pregnant. Now, to be fair, if this is true, I don't blame Dearica Hamby. Yes, if she was pregnant, she should have been upfront about that with the team, but isn't it the responsibility of the team to know if she's pregnant? I'm assuming before handing over hundreds of thousands of dollars, players are required to go through a physical. I'm going to side with Dearica Hamby here. I'm going to assume she wasn't pregnant when she signed the extension. However, she did confirm that she was pregnant during the playoffs last year. She was playing pretend basketball at the most competitive level in the dump while she was pregnant. Now, I'm not a doctor. I've never been a woman, but I'm pretty sure it's not good to be working a physical job while being pregnant. All kinds of things can happen. She could have picked up a heavy trash can the wrong way and been hit in the stomach with it. She could have forgotten to wear her mask and breathe in toxic chemicals dangerous to the baby. My thing is, how did no one but Dearica Hamby know that she was pregnant? The WNBA, they do all of this extensive testing for the COVID. They are so worried about the liability of someone spreading the Fauci around. Are they not worried about the liability of someone riding on the back of a garbage truck while being pregnant? What if they were rear-ended by another vehicle? What if they lost their grip, fell off the truck? If anything were to happen to the baby while she was working, wouldn't the league be held responsible? Like I said, Las Vegas Aces, they felt duped here. Even if she wasn't pregnant when she signed the extension, the fact of the matter is she got pregnant shortly thereafter. So, what did the Aces do? They decided to trade her to the LA Sparkles in exchange for the land rights to build a future dump in 2024 and the negotiating rights to some birthing person named Amanda B, who is currently receiving her bachelor's degree from Woke U in trash engineering. Now, according to Dearica Hamby, this is discrimination! They're trading me because I'm pregnant. They also bullied me. They manipulated me. They attacked my character. They said I wasn't committed to the team. They claimed I was not working out to my full potential. I told them I was committed to playing next season, but management told me they didn't see that happening. Okay, well, first of all, this is not discrimination. Pregnancy is a choice. Dearica Hamby claimed this pregnancy was unplanned. Okay, fair enough. But here's the thing. This is 2023. This is not 1963. There are numerous forms of birth control available to prevent pregnancy. When you're a professional athlete with a short time span to make real money, it is your responsibility to consider the risk getting pregnant can have on your career. Why should a WNBA franchise who's trying to compete for back-to-back championships, why should they be required to pay you for missing games when it could have been prevented? I don't know what happened behind the scenes during these workouts, but I would assume Dearica Hamby is not the same player when she's carrying a child. I'm sure the Las Vegas Aces told her, your production level is declining. We don't see things improving anytime soon, especially before the season. Now, let's say she became pregnant last September. That means she would be having the child, April, May of this year? At minimum, she is missing the start of the regular season. Let's say after maternity leave, she's not able to return until mid-June. How long is it going to take for her to get back into playing condition? How long is it going to take for her to get back to being the player she was before? 2 months? 3 months? She's already going to miss training camp, the preseason, possibly 2 months of the regular season. Hell, after working herself back into condition, she's possibly missing the entire season. Now, Dearica Hamby, she's got every right to get pregnant whenever she chooses, but that does not mean the Las Vegas Aces don't have the right to move on from her. Why should they be required to compensate you for an entire season when you're not producing? It's not like Dearica Hamby's not getting paid. The Aces found a team willing to accommodate her. They traded her to that team, the LA Sparkles. Now, in a lengthy Instagram post, Dearica Hamby said, "Did the Las Vegas Aces expect me to promise them not to get pregnant during the length of my contract?" Yes! Yes! That is exactly what they expected. I know this might sound harsh, but they're paying you to play basketball. They're not paying you to start a family. Dearica Hamby, she is not working as the receptionist here. One of the requirements of her job is to be on the basketball court. Kind of hard to be on the court when you're carrying a child instead of a basketball. Now, due to the negative PR the WNBA is receiving, they had decided to launch an investigation into how the Las Vegas Aces handled the situation. It's going to be interesting to see what they find. More importantly, it's going to be interesting to see how the league handles this. Going off their past and their disgusting dedication to wokeness, I would not be surprised if the league punishes the Las Vegas Aces. You can't trade a player just because she's pregnant. Why? Why? Why is it considered discrimination to trade someone who can't contribute to your team? Why is the team being viewed as the villain? They did not force her to get pregnant. That was her choice. Why should she not be held accountable for the decision that she made? Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I've never had a child. I'm definitely not an expert in the field of pregnancy. I just don't understand how it's wrong for a team to build the best roster possible to compete for a championship. I don't get it. Maybe you do. Give me your thoughts. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.